Welcome back to WIS News Primetime. Every year, the nation comes together to honor those fallen in the September 11th attacks. Here in the Midlands, we take the time to recognize the day's importance with a number of events. However, one group of Columbia soldiers are taking their reach outside of the Palmetto State as they gear up for Salute to Sacrifice, a journey on bikes along the East Coast, covering approximately 1,200 miles through 7 states. Here to tell us more about their efforts are John Blyler and Janine Valencia. Thank you both so much for being here today. Now, for those who maybe aren't really familiar with it, I kind of explained it, but kind of give us a better picture of what exactly it is.
Yeah, so Salute to Sacrifice, a friend of mine said, what do you want to do for 9/11? And I didn't really have an idea. And he's like, well, we need to do something big to remember the fallen soldiers and the first responders, police force, and firefighters. So I'm big into cycling, so immediately it came to my mind that, like, hey, we'll bicycle to from South Carolina to New York. And then I started asking some of my friends and didn't really think that it was going to kick off, but my friends got behind me and we made it happen.
Wow, so y'all are both going to be riding this year, and tell us a little bit about the days. It's September 7th, and then y'all end on actually 9/11 in New York, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Last year we did just from South Carolina straight to New York.
Okay.
This year we're going to visit all 3 sites. So the first day we'll visit the Pentagon, and then after that we'll head over to the United 93 Memorial in Pennsylvania, and then over to the World Trade Center in New York.
Wow, so quite the journey, and the mission behind it is really the impactful part, and this is incredible. So is this your first year being a part of it, or have you done it last year as well?
I did it last year as well.
Okay, so y'all are taking on the second challenge of it. Kind of what does it mean to be a part of this event?
Well, it's, you know, it's really for remembrance,
Yeah.
you know, remembering 9/11. You know, it was a long time ago, but the day it had an impact on our country, and it still resonates with us until this day. And just really honoring the sacrifices made that day, the lives lost, and the aftermath, our first responders, all of that. It's really for remembrance.
Why you guys are doing it, and kind of talk to me a little bit about the camaraderie within this.
So again, last year we had 10 of us that started the journey. 6 of us actually cycled and 4 of us ran. This year it's just going to be 6 of us and we're going to cycle. I think the biggest thing for us wasn't necessarily the physical part of the 800 miles, but it was more of the sleep deprivation that we had, not getting much sleep.
Okay, so I want to talk
About 2 to 3 hours, and then we'll switch off.
Okay, wow, quite the process. Now, y'all actually are doing a really interesting and neat thing with t-shirts, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Names on t-shirts. Tell me a little bit about what y'all are doing.
So we got with the team, and really the significance of it was each rider picked a soldier or first responder that was important to them, and we made t-shirts. They're actually in production right now. We also reached out and we're actually making a t-shirt when we're not on the bicycle to wear, and we got with plenty of people that had names of the fallen soldiers or first responders, and we actually had quite a few people that actually died during the 9/11 attacks on that day that are going to be on the shirts as well, man.
Wow, that's special beyond a whole new reason. Now, tell me a little bit about, this is the second year that y'all are doing this, is this right?
Yes.
Kind of what are your hopes moving forward with it? Is it something you want to become an annual tradition from here on out? Kind of what's your goal for it?
We would love for it to be an annual tradition. You know, obviously there's, even from our last team, you know, people at PCS are moved to different duty stations, so trying to keep the team together might be a little bit difficult, but we will try our best, you know, regardless of where we're at, to try to continue to do this every year. It's something that, you know, even from last year, that this year now we're building upon, and you know, adding more routes and adding more difficulty to the trip itself, since we went
Victory Memorial in Pennsylvania,
Okay.
and then obviously the World Trade Center in New York.
And that's where y'all are going to end. And we actually have a full screen with some of the details, because how can people support you guys? Is there a way that the community can kind of track you on y'all's journey, support you guys financially, maybe? Kind of what are the details there?
So we have a Facebook page. It's called Salute to Sacrifice. We started it up last year, and I think we started off with maybe like 2 followers.
Yeah.
And during our trip, we actually met a lot of amazing people along the way. And we had, we wrote with markers on the back of our vehicles, and follow our page, and people would just start following us. We were posting live videos so everyone could see our journey. And Salute to Sacrifice, that's our Facebook page. So if anyone wants to follow us, we'll be posting all the pictures, to keep the community, engaged, and so they can see our journey.
Yeah, see y'all's journey, remembering and helping everyone else remember too, and never forget that day and everything. So thank you guys so much for coming on here and talking with us. Again, all this information is right there on your TV, but it'll also be on our website, wistv.com. Again, thank y'all so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.